why people are trying to asking the ANC, why do we need EPC? Because ANC has come up with policies as it is. They are looking into affirmative action. You know that affirmative action is under attack from ED. And who is black? We are all black after all. So we don't need EPC if the government is saying that we are all black. And I've heard that comment now. We said that was Red October. We said that and that the farm killings and whatnot. EPC is misunderstood. Number one, it's misunderstood from that era. It's nothing but a terrorist organization. Blah blah. It's the same as Pan-Africanism now. So black consciousness, yes, it is under attack. It needs to be redressed, but the message is very important. So the mammoth task that needs to be EPC be restored. And how are you going to counter such attacks that are coming? Because you must remember that e-government yet is bends over backwards to accommodate outsiders. Now, if outside pressure is saying EPC Mayewe, as the black conscious bloc, as the black conscious community,
we want to there are different approaches. One approach is that those of us who are still conscious remain conscious. We do not compromise positions. We go on and do what is to be done. One, if you look into what trace your time really is over 17 years or 20 years, 17, 94, 90. It's 20 years next year. It has worked well for the ANC to depoliticize society. Because when they were depoliticizing society, they would deliberately, wanted society not to listen to sense, Pan-Africanism and consciousness. That was deliberate. But now the problem is that act that was deliberate is biting them. Because abantwana bethu abapolitiki, abantwana bethu abathi there's nothing wrong with talking about alliance. Abantwana bethu there's nothing wrong with joining anything without asking questions. So it's biting. And what's been now, it's always a program that it's almost over to make sure that anything that brings the being is started. That's a program of the world. It's a program of the West, imperial, and everybody else. They will never manage to be destroyed as long as the people of Fanat will go on talking about it. But the reality of society is that one day, and that's always what I say, can the history, people of this country will rise. And when they rise themselves, that's when we will have platforms. I always tell about it's an unfair judgment to BC and MPH and Pan-Africanism to think that they will rise for education. Because at this point, the political landscape is you can go with the Bible, they will vote their names. That's the reality of the situation. But there will come a time when people will decide what in our offender. And once they decide on the offender, they will begin to talk as they talk now. Because if you go to people now, they will tell you, hey, PC is life. About PC, where's PC, where's us? Because that consciousness will always be there, or that question of our being will always be there. So in other ways that we should not, one, feel despondent. The situation is political, the situation will be as it is until I don't know when. And secondly, we should not feel that we have lost plot, because we have not. But the reality is that the truth shall always be buried. And those who still have it must stand up and be counted. And that's what's important. So you don't have to now give in because society seems not to be there. It is there. And among in their small rooms, when you talk to them, they will realize, this is what we need. Because unless this country goes back to that, we shall never attain freedom. That is the reality of the situation. Unless people are liberated, psychologically and otherwise, we shall not have a nation, we shall not have a country. In fact, if you look at our country, I was telling to one fellow up in Chikuya, if nothing is done drastically now, the next 2 generations are not society. And not just because it is black people who have actually given over their right of being to other people.